Alright, today is day 2 of the 30-day challenge, and I just got out, and the thing with if you're doing social to improve social skills, what you actually want to do is, if you have the option to stay in or eat out, what you want to do is eat out if you can afford it, because you're going to be social. If you have the choice to sit at a booth or sit at the bar, because there's going to be more people there, there's going to be more interactions. If you sit at a booth, there's going to be less interactions. So sit at the bar, don't sit at a booth, because you're going to be talking to more people. If you have the option to pay a bill, and you can pay the bill online, or you can pay it in person, pay it in person. I mean, if you're not extremely crunched for time for some reason, pay it in person, because you're going to be socializing, and that's kind of what you do. So I was already out, I was paying some bills, and then the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go out to a bar and I'm going to play some pool. And I love games like pool because it's very low pressure, and anything you can do that's low pressure is going to benefit you in the long run, because girls don't like super high pressure stuff unless they're fighting for attention, because they see that you have a lot of interest from other women. Otherwise, they're not going to really care too much about high pressure shit. They like feeling comfortable, so whatever you can do to make them feel comfortable and feel good and feel like they're just having genuinely a great time, because that's what attracts women. And it's not necessarily about the making them laugh, although that is kind of crucial, but it's not everything. I should say it's not everything. There's a part of it that's big, like, yeah, you need to be able to make a girl laugh and have a sense of humor, but at the same time, I think interesting is more important. If you can be a little, like, show something interesting. And one thing that I always like whenever I'm talking with girls is the cube. I think the cube is such a great game, and I tell people about it all the time. And it's such an undervalued, fun little game. Now, not all girls like games. I would say from all the girls that I've met, all the women that I've talked to, maybe like 90 to 95%, maybe even a little bit higher, like, not all though, but most like games. Some girls just don't like any games at all, but they'll watch you play games, like they'll watch you play pool. Occasionally you meet a girl like that, and you can still, there's no reason why you can't date them. It's just some girls don't like games, but most of them do. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, I'm just going to go and play some pool. And I just paid some bills, and I was talking to some people. So it's real simple. And then you give people compliments, and you don't expect anything in return. Some of these guys are like, they expect, oh, I need this compliment back. No, that doesn't matter. That doesn't fucking matter at all, because that's a take mindset. You want to be giving, make people feel great, make them feel good about themselves. And then if you want, you can ask them a question next. That's the next thing. You know, just ask them a question. So I'll go to the bar, and I might say, are you just simple shit too, because like the old school stuff of asking all these like extremely specific questions are actually high pressure. Like, oh, if you could be anything with no chance of failure, what would you want to be? And you can't say princess, that kind of shit. Like, I remember that was the old school shit they used to say. That kind of stuff worked many years ago, but now it's just better to be very, at least from my experience anyways, I've found like being super simple and low pressure. That's just the way to do it. You can't be doing the really, and then the negative shit too. Asking negative questions can really hurt you in the interaction, because women find positivity attractive, and the more positive you are, the more chances are going to go in your favor, and whatever you want to do, like if out with someone and you want to go somewhere with them, if you're more positive and open-minded, chances are it's going to work in your favor way better because you're optimistic, and optimism is a little rare in today's world, but it's also very attractive. But on top of those things, I tell guys a lot, I say, look, focus on your looks too, because the very first second a girl sees you, she's going to make a split judgment about you. Like, if you look like a superstar, girls are going to treat you different compared to looking like a weird nerd, weird closet nerd. So if you look like this weird, creepy guy who's either extremely skinny or really fat, it's a turn off, and it's immediate. And not only that, it's in general. People in general will treat you a specific way, and it's not everybody. You know, occasionally there's some people that will treat everybody the same, but the big rule of thumb, from my experience in the real world situations, are most people will treat you a similar way based on your archetype. And that's the way the world really works. And I've noticed I put on some muscle, and if I put on some muscle on my arms and I weigh a little bit more, people tend to treat me a little bit different. That's just the way that it works. I have a free ebook. Click the link below to get the free ebook, and I'm going to be opening very small. It's like the amount of money for a meal, one meal. And it's just for a month. If you like it, you can stay with it. And that's like videos of all the things that I've learned throughout all the years. So you could get that as well. But the free ebook's below, and I'm going to attach a link within the ebook to that subscription if you want it, which would benefit you. And the way I look at coaching and stuff like that is, you want to be coached. Like, I like being coached. I get coached all the time. Like, I talk to different people, and it's a great thing. Like, whatever you're studying, get coached by a lot of people. It's the same with medical doctors. Instead of just taking one guy's word for it or one girl's word for it, look it up a little bit. You know, if there's some kind of disease or something you're looking at, if you think you have some whatever, it could be anything. It could be something small, it could be benign, it could be a major thing. Whatever it is, look it up and look up multiple reasonings. If you have the chance to get a second opinion, it can be beneficial, because not everybody thinks the same way. And the more you put into something, the more you're going to get out. So if you study some guys who know what the fuck they're talking about, and you're studying maybe like 3 or 4 guys, it's going to only benefit you in the long run. So yeah, that's why I say get my stuff. If you see somebody else who's good, who knows what the hell they're talking about, get their stuff. And if you like their low ticket stuff, that's only a few bucks, and it's helping you, and you can afford getting something more, get the bigger stuff too, because it's only going to benefit you in the long run. And the best thing you can invest in is yourself.